my name is Alyssa, and today I'm going to be talking about books that I didn't like in 2020. I'm not going to go in the order of like worst to best or anything like that. I'm just going to go in the order of which I read them. First one that I did not like, I read very early this year, and probably just really set the whole mood for my reading this year. And that was A Natural History of Dragons by Marie Brennan. This is one of those that is cool in concept, but the execution isn't there for me. This book is basically, in summary, about, it's like a historical fiction, but it's like sci-fi fantasy. I think set in like Victorian London times, probably. And it's basically about dragons, and it goes into a lot of the science of dragons, and the main character like studies them and all this stuff, and it just didn't work for me. It sounds like a really cool concept, but I didn't like it. It fell really flat. It started off good, and then it just lost all momentum. I just did not care. I didn't want to know. There was a point, and again, I don't really remember because I didn't really care, but there was a point with the characters. Something happens to one of the characters, and I was just really disappointed in it. I think. I don't know. It was in like January, so I'm not gonna remember a lot of the details because I didn't hate it that much or anything. I ended up giving probably 2.5 stars. It was okay, but definitely will not be continuing on in the series. The next one, I completely forgot I read this. That's how just not good it was. It was the Sea of Stars graphic novel, volume 1. I don't know who illustrated / wrote this, but I did not like it. I could not tell you a single thing about what this is about. We're gonna have to leave it at that because I don't remember a single thing that happens in this. Completely blank. Just no thoughts. I look pasty white. The next book is hands down the most disappointing of this list. It's the only book that I had such high expectations of that so desperately let me down, and that was He Started It by Samantha Downing. I wanted this to be on my favorite books of the year. I wanted it to be My Lovely Wife was on my best books of last year, and I was like, He Started It is gonna go on 2020 list. Like, I was like, it's gonna make it, and it didn't. And look where we are. See, 2020 really just sticking it to me. This was weird. This had a very odd ending. Honestly, the only complaint I have about this book is the ending. Everything else about it I thought was so spectacular and so well done. I didn't even not enjoy the reading experience. Like, throughout the whole book, I was enjoying it. It was good. Like, I didn't really have anything to complain about. I thought it was really good. I like the unlikable characters. I like the unreliable narrator element of it. And it was just really fun to read for like 95% of it. Probably like 99% of it. And then the ending happened. And I really don't know what she was trying to do. Samantha really butchered the ending for this. It's like 100 different things happened at the end, and I couldn't even tell you what those 100 things were because it just kept like twisting and turning, and it was like that Spider-Man meme where they're just like pointing the guns at each other. That's how it felt. It just wasn't good. Like, it wasn't twisting and had so many different elements, and the plot got so intense, and you know, all of these plot devices. Like, no, it was just dumb. I'm probably giving it 3 stars because, again, for most of it, I actually thought it was gonna be a 4 or 5 star book, and then the ending. I wish she hadn't just like tried to throw in everything in the kitchen sink, because that's what it felt like, and it was just so weird. I love her writing style. That's the thing. I like how she writes books. Like, I still think the way that she wrote this, I was still intrigued for 99% of it, but she just kind of killed it with the ending. The next book was actually another disappointing book that I was looking forward to this year, and that was September Love by Lang Liav. I just recently read this in November, I believe. Yes, I just read it in November, and 2 out of 5 stars. Is there anything spectacularly bad about this? No, it just wasn't good. I truly was getting the vibe that, like, with every poetry book, Lang was kind of getting better and better, and I was like, because I'm not a huge fan of her 2 first books, but then I think The Universe of Us, oh my god, I love that one. Sea of Strangers, I love that one. So good. And then this happened, and I just felt like this felt like a kind of like, he started it where it was like everything in the kitchen sink, but like not in a good way. It just, we talked about a lot of things that felt like she threw something together because she had to throw something together, not because she had all these thoughts about these things. You know what I mean? I was reading it and I was like, what are you trying to tell me? Like, what emotion are you feeling? What point are you trying to get across? I'm not picking up what you're putting down. I'm gonna continue reading her books because I will. And the last book on this list was Break Your Glass Slippers by Amanda Lovelace. Yeah, I know. Had high expectations for this? Not really. I have gone very, very back and forth with Amanda's work. But her series with, oh, what was it called? Drink Coffee with Ghosts or something like that. What, I'll put up the cover. This poetry collection is so good. Oh my god, I still think about these poetry books. But with her other ones, the Princess series, I kind of went back and forth about. And this is kind of like in the same vein as those. And I can appreciate how she has these like themes that she does. And it's like a whole like poetry collection. And it has like an overall like theme to them. I think that's really cool. And I think she is talented in that way. But sometimes they just don't hit for me, and this one didn't hit. That's okay. I still think she's very good. I think she's very talented. Didn't hit like the other series that I had read, which I think I read that last year, had hit. And it happens, but I was a little disappointed. So yeah, those were my books. Those were my books that I rated 3 stars and under. I just read a lot of lackluster books this year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know some books that you didn't like. I don't know, that were just lackluster. I hope I shall see you in the next one. Bye.